pre-trip inspection, my in-cab pre-trip inspection. I'm started with my seat belt. Seat belt, there's no cuts, no tears, no torn. Make sure properly latch. I have my 3 safety equipments. I have my 6 spare fuses, 3 reflector strangles, and I have my fire extinguisher. Make sure my fire extinguisher is 10 BC. That means it's for all the kind of fires. And make sure it's full charge. Floor is properly mounted and secure, no missing hardware. Make sure there's no items that can roll it back and forth and stuck behind my brake pedal or gas pedal. Brake pedal properly work, gas pedal properly work. Okay, I check my side mirrors. Side mirrors is properly mounted and secure, no missing hardware, no crack, no broken, no illegal stickers that can block my view. Bed window is properly mounted and secure, no missing hardware, no crack, no broken, no illegal stickers, no illegal tint. Windshield is properly mounted and secure, no missing hardware, no crack, no broken, no illegal stickers, only my registration. Okay, then I have to check my steering wheel, make sure they don't play more than 2 inches or 10 degrees left to right. I'm going to explain the items they need the electrical on. Safe start. Make sure I got a neutral. The spring brakes is out. Okay, first I have to check my city horn. City horn is properly work. Air horn is properly work. Left signal properly work. Right signal properly work. 4-way flashers properly work. Headlights properly work. The low beam comes automatically, and this is my high beam, the blue arrow right here. Okay, properly work. Now I'm going to explain my gauges. This is my oil gauge, it's properly work. Range level is between 20 to 40 when the engine is on, 40 to 60 when the truck is running. Water gauge works properly. Range level is between 170 to 200. RPM gauge properly work. Tachometer or speedometer, I check when I do it my tach test. Fuel gauge properly work. I have enough fuel for the round trip. Volt gauge properly work. Range level is between 12 to 14. That means the alternator properly charged. Primary and secondary air gauge properly work. Range level is between 120 to 125 psi. Okay, now I'm going to check my windshield wipers and windshield fluid. So windshield wipers and windshield fluid properly work. And I check my disc froze. Disc froze properly work, up and down. AC properly work, up and down. Okay. Now I'm going to perform my air brake steps. I checked the wheels already. I got my pressure to 120, 125. I'm going to turn off the engine, turn the key on to electrical. I'm going to release my parking brake and my trailer emergency brake. At the same time, holding the brake. Make sure when the air gauge is stable, no lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. So this is stable right there. I'm waiting for 1 minute. Make sure no lose more than 4 psi. Combination vehicle. Okay, minute's over. I didn't lose more than 4 psi. Next step, I'm going to pump in the brake, until the lower warning light comes on by 60 psi. So I have to pump it. Okay, my warning light properly work. Next step, I'm going to continue pump it until my parking brake and my trailer emergency brake pop out between 40 and 20 psi. Keep pumping until the other one come out. Okay, my parking brake and my trailer emergency brake properly work. Now I'm going to turn off the key, and I need to go out and remove the chocks. Use 3 steps contacts. 2 hands, 1 feet. Hands, 1 feet. Okay, 3 steps. Now I have to put my seatbelt first. Make sure the latch properly. Safe start. Make sure it's in neutral. Spring brakes out. Start it up. Build the pressure to 120 psi. Build my pressure to 120, 125. Now I'm going to performance my tach test. So the way I can do it is I'm going to check my trailer emergency brake, make sure they work. So the way I can do it is release my parking brake, put it in drive, and use the gas pedal. There you go. Make sure the trailer they don't move. Okay? So the trailer they don't move properly work. Next step, I'm going to check my parking brake. So I have to release my trailer emergency brake to check, make sure check my service brake. Make sure they work. So I'm going to release my parking brake, child emergency brake, full force, driving like 5 miles an hour, and use the brake. Make sure the truck is stopped. So the truck is stopped, that means the service brake properly works, and the steering wheel, they don't move left to right. Okay, that means they don't have any suspension problems. And my speedometer, they work, because when I move the truck, the gauge is moving. That means they properly work. This concludes